Hi guys, so we're on day 100 of the Walk 1 Million Steps in 100 Days challenge, and guess what? I hit just over 1 million steps last night, so I've completed the challenge a full day ahead of schedule. So I am just, as you can imagine, so proud of myself, so pleased with what I've achieved. It's been a bit of a personal journey. As you know, I've spoken before, I have mild ME, and I was probably averaging about 5,000 or 6,000 steps a day. It was a challenge at the beginning. 10,000 steps really was a challenge for me. There were some days when I was coming up short, and then I was having to make that up on other days. But now 10,000 steps a day is just part of what I do. If I've not been out for a walk, a decent walk, then I want to go out and do a decent walk. It's become part of my lifestyle now. I feel healthier, fitter, I've lost weight. I have been doing Slimming World as well, but the walking has definitely boosted my weight loss. So I just feel like I've achieved so much in such a short space of time. 100 days has flown by. It's amazing that just over 2 months. But it's gone in the blink of an eye, which means Christmas is just around the corner. But yes, I've done it. I'm extremely proud of myself, and really, really pleased that I managed to raise so much for Action for ME as well. There's £150 paid in on my Just Giving page so far as I speak. I've got about another £90 to collect in. So it's brilliant. It's given me such a boost, personal boost. But what's next? This challenge has finished, but obviously I don't want to just go back into my not really doing anything, not managing to walk much lifestyle. I want to keep this going. I want to be fit for my little boy. I want to lose more weight. I want to be on top of my ME, and this certainly has helped me do that. So I've set myself a personal goal of walking 1,000 miles by the end of the year. There is an actual website for this that you can log on and register your miles. You can do it sponsored if you want. My stepdad is doing it for I believe it's Alzheimer's Society, but I just want to do it as a personal goal, just to keep going. So far I have clocked up just over 500 miles, so I am halfway there. I know the summer holidays will be a challenge for me, so that's 6 weeks where my little boy's not going to want to go out walking every day, so I'm going to have to get creative if I'm going to keep the steps up. But there's no reason why I can't do 1,000 miles by the end of the year, and it's just a personal goal to keep me going. So I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that supported me, whether it be spurring me on or picking me up when I've fallen flat, which a few friends have had to do that when I've been bad, or whether it's just through sponsorship. Every single form of encouragement has been greatly appreciated and has kept me going. If it wasn't for so many people supporting me, I probably would have given up within the first couple of weeks. But I'm just proud that I didn't. I'm proud that I kept on going. I'm proud that I didn't fall at the first bad day. I'm proud that when I did fall behind, I just thought, right, well, we'll just make extra effort tomorrow, and I caught up again. So yeah, it's been a great personal achievement and a wonderful thing to do for charity. I'll put the Just Giving page link in the comments, and I'll also put the Action for ME website in the comments as well, in case you're not too sure what the charity does. It's a fantastic charity that raises awareness about living with severe ME, people with severe ME. There's not enough out there about this illness. Even the medical professions just don't seem to know much about it. Some GPs are really clued up, others haven't got a clue, which means that when people are presented to a GP that's not up on the illness, doesn't know what's going on with it, they're not getting the correct support. I know if I hadn't been lucky with a GP that I went to see when I'd had a really bad relapse in 2009, that I probably wouldn't be standing here today. I would probably be housebound, bedbound, and I would have severe ME. I was going down a very slippery slope, and was really lucky that the GP that I went to see that day had an interest in pain illnesses and invisible illnesses, and the treatment she recommended changed my life, completely changed my life. I've implemented it in every aspect of my life, and it's made a huge difference. But not all ME sufferers are that lucky, and that's why it's important to lobby the MPs to get the awareness out there. This month is ME and Fibromyalgia Awareness Month. Tomorrow is ME Awareness Day. So it's hugely important that people get to know about this illness. 40 years ago, people didn't know much about MS. They've thrown hundreds of thousands of pounds, millions probably, of money at research for MS, and MS patients are getting a much better deal now. The same isn't happening for ME. So it's so important to make people aware just how severe an illness ME can be. Like I say, I'm quite lucky that mine is mild, but it could have turned the other way without the right treatment, and there are so many people out there that are given the wrong advice and then they get worse. There are so many people out there that don't get the support they need, haven't got a clue what's going on with them, and by the time they've been diagnosed, it's too late. They're severe and there's no coming back. ME is a killer. People either commit suicide because of how bad their life is when they have severe ME, or they cling on and the illness itself causes complications which causes death. There is only one person with ME as the cause of death on their death certificate, but I'm sure in the UK, but I'm sure there are hundreds of others that ME has been the contributing factor. There's an inquest this month into a friend of mine's daughter who died last year. She donated her spine and to a research centre to determine whether ME was the cause of her death. She had very severe ME, and it's just amazing and sad and depressing that in this day and age where technology and scientific discovery has come so far, that this illness is still got a lot of stigma attached to it, negative press. It's dismissed as being a nothing disease. It's in your mind, and it's not. It's a physical, neurological disease that causes severe fatigue, severe pain, among other bad symptoms, and it's disabling. It's disabling, even for somebody with mild ME like myself. There are things I know I cannot do, and there are things I have to plan for. I do feel a lot healthier but there's no way that I could. I'm stood in the cemetery right now. It's about half a mile from the top of the cemetery to the bottom of the cemetery, and I couldn't run that. I can walk it, but there's no way in the world I could run it. And it's just simple things like going out for an entire day. I have to plan in advance rest days before and after to be able to cope with that kind of situation. I went out last weekend. I had sort of 3 days of a busy weekend last weekend, and you could probably tell I'm tired, and that's the reason why, is because it's all catching up on me. I've not planned properly this week because I've had a lot of work to do as well, and I know I'm just going to crash on Sunday, but it's expected. I've got it planned in as a crash day. I know I can sleep until whenever I want, so it's kind of planned, but not as it should have been. But yeah, it's I'm pleased with myself. I just hope that these challenges and the money raised helps to get the word out there just how bad Emmy is. Now, I know I'm waffling now, so I'm going to say a big thank you again to everybody that supported me, and I might continue doing vlogs letting you know how I'm getting on with my step challenge, my mile challenge, and I'll just check in from time to time and maybe make it a bit of an ME blog, so I might even check in on a bad day and let you see what I'm like then. Anyway, thank you all, and all the links you need are in the description. Thank you.